Hello everyone. I hope that you can hear me well and that you can see me well too. For some reason, my YouTube says that the live stream is over. Just a second, I will check it out from here. But so far, how are you? How have you been since Tuesday? Yeah, we met 2 days ago. And yeah, it says that I'm live and everything is great. Okay. Hello, Sylvain. Hello. How are you today? What's new? Are you ready to study? Are you ready to learn? Today we are covering 6 more confusing nouns in English. As you remember, on Tuesday we covered the first 3 pairs. And today we are finishing with these 3 pairs. So I hope that you are ready. So far I cannot reply to you in the chat, but I will try to change that. So to be honest, today was a crazy day. I've been creating new videos for you, but for some reason nothing worked well. Nothing was working well. Yeah. Good. I see that you are good. Yes, so far my day has been pretty crazy, but I'm here. It's just that I thought that it would take me about like 2 or 3 hours to make 3 new videos, like 1 hour of filming for 1 new lesson for the YouTube channel for you. But it took me more. So only at 4:10 I sat to prepare the presentation for today's live stream. Okay, let me try to get into my live stream. Yay, it's all good. I hope that, let me check that I can reply to you. Hello. Yes, perfect. I am here. I am with you. So, if you are new to the live stream, it is going to go as this. First of all, we are going to look at each pair of words separately. First, equipment and tool, then story and history, and after that, journey and trip. We are going to read the dialogue with each pair. Then I will ask you some questions so that you can tell me, so that you can understand the meaning from the context, and then you're going to complete a mini task, and then at the end you will have a quiz on all the words. So I hope that you are ready, and let's go with the first pair. That is equipment and tool. Just a second. As I have mentioned, none of the devices have been working for me well today. So, yeah, and sometimes my software loses the connection with the presentation, but it's fine. It happens. All right. Let's begin. Let's discuss these 2 words, equipment and tool. Equipment and tool. Hello, Mohammed. I'm glad that you have joined. Welcome to the live stream. We are discussing 6 more words, 3 confusing pairs of nouns in the English language. The first one is equipment, tool. And let's have a look at the dialogue. So I'm going to read it out for you. Did you fix the sink? Yeah, finally. I had to buy a new tool. The old wrench was useless. Just one tool? Well, I have all my plumbing equipment in the garage, but I was missing that specific one. Oh, okay. So equipment is like the whole set? Exactly. The tools are part of the equipment. The tools are part of the equipment. Okay. Well, actually, you can already see what tool means and what equipment mean here. Okay, let's deal with the questions. The first question is, what tool did Jake need to fix the sink? What tool did Jake need to fix the sink? I'm waiting for your answers. What tool did Jay need to fix the sink? Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you're greeting each other in a chat. That's so cool. I'd like to create a friendly community where people support each other in their English language, English learning journey. So, what tool did Jake need to fix the sink? Waiting for your answers, waiting for your replies. Okay. And that is... Do you see any tool? And this is 3, 2, 1. Yes. A wrench. That's right. Oh, the wrench. Yeah. Okay, good. Now on to the next question. What's the difference between tool and equipment in this dialogue? What's the difference between tool and equipment in this dialogue? And I am back with the presentation. Okay. What is the difference? Could you tell me? All right. Yeah, there. I was also thinking about including the third word here, but then I decided not to make it less confusing. In case I see it as a problem, we will talk about this word as well. But so far, equipment and tool. So a tool is an element of the equipment. Yes, a tool is an element of equipment. That's right. And which one is countable? Equipment or tool? Which one can we count? Equipment or tool? Which one can be plural? Which one can be singular? Maybe that's one and the same word. So which one is countable and which one is not? And this is, yes, tools. That's right. So equipment is a group of items used for a particular task or activity, and it's uncountable. And a tool is a single object used to do a specific job, and it's countable. And tool, there can be many tools in equipment. All right, good. Now, can you read this sentence and fill in the gap with one of the words, equipment or tool? So the sentence is, the photographer packed her camera, beep. The photographer packed her camera, beep. Which word is missing here? Which one do we need here? Is it tool or is it equipment? Is it tool or is it equipment? Which one do we need? What are your thoughts? What do you think? Let me know in the chat. Okay. So, I'm also interested who can complete it faster. Equipment. Yes, the photographer packed her camera equipment. Yes, her camera equipment. That's right. Well done. Well done. I see that people are joining us, so welcome to the live stream. Today we're discussing 3 more pairs of confusing words. So far we have talked and discussed the difference between equipment and tool, and we are moving on to custom and habit. Custom and habit. And here is the dialogue. You always drink coffee at the same time. Yeah, it's just a habit now. 8 a.m. sharp. That's so you. In my country, it's actually a custom to drink tea in the afternoon with snacks. So your culture does that. Yep, a custom is something lots of people do, not just one person. Okay. So, what is Tom's habit? What is Tom's habit? I would really love to discuss what habits and customs do you have, but after we discuss the difference between these 2 words. So far, what is Tom's habit? What is Tom's habit? Let's see. What does he do more often than not? Yeah. So what is Tom's habit? What does he do at 8 a.m. sharp? That's a little help. Yeah, he drinks coffee at 8 a.m. every day. That's right. That's his habit. Okay. What is the custom Maya mentions? What is the custom Maya mentions? But now she talks not only about herself, but the whole country. So what is the custom Maya mentions? What is that? Let's see. What is the custom Maya mentions? Okay. All right. Don't be shy. Join our live chat and write your answer there. Yeah, this is a very friendly and supportive community, so it doesn't matter if you make mistakes, it's okay, because this channel is for learning English and actually for making mistakes, because mistakes is the part of learning. It's a learning process. In her country, they drink tea with snacks. Yes, that's right. They drink tea with snacks. Okay. What's the key difference between a habit and a custom then? Oh, sorry, I just understood that you didn't see the previous question. But you're very attentive and your listening skills are perfect. But now we are paying attention to the last question. What's the key difference between a habit and a custom? What is the key difference? How different they are? Maybe like how many people we are talking about, how often we do this or that. So what do you think is the difference between these 2 nouns? I'm going to sip my tea. Yeah, because when I talk a lot, my throat gets so dry really fast. Okay. What's the key difference between a habit and a custom? Ramiz, hi, welcome to the live stream. We are discussing confusing nouns in the English language. This is our second pair of today, custom and habit, and we have read the dialogue between Maya and Tom and are answering to the last question. What is the key difference between a habit and a custom. So we are learning, we're trying to find this difference. Habit concerns only one person and custom is followed by people in general. Yes, yes, good, good. Can I do that? Oh, yeah, I can send hearts to you. Good, good. But I cannot give you, like stars or hearts separately, so just imagine that I gave you a star. Okay, so yeah, a custom is a traditional or cultural practice followed by a group of people, while habit is a personal behavior you do regularly, often without thinking. Often without thinking. Yeah. Okay. Now let's read the sentence, but one word is missing. So which one is perfect here? Custom or habit? And the sentence is, he has a beep of checking his phone every 5 minutes. He has a beep of checking his phone every 5 minutes. What is missing here? What do we need? Custom or habit? Yeah, what are your thoughts? Also, like checking his phone every 5 minutes. I think I am guilty, I think I do the same. But to be fair, I get quite a lot of notifications. So I think now it's like anxiety or FOMO because I'm really afraid of, like not replying to a comment or like not noticing something very important. Yeah, so what do we need here? Habit or custom? Habit. But many people do the same. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. It also feels like custom is something that is widely, I would say, accepted by a group of people, and habit is what you like taught yourself to do. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, your answer is correct. He has a habit of checking his phone every 5 minutes. Let me reconnect with my presentation and I'm coming back to you. Okay, good. Yeah, he has a habit of checking his phone every 5 minutes. So now we all come from different places. What habit do you have? And what custom do you have in your own country? Share with me. I'd love to learn what you have in your own country, what habits you have. For example, I have a habit of drinking water as soon as I wake up. That's why I have a glass of water by my bed, on my bedside table. Yeah. So as soon as I wake up, I drink water. And custom, okay. Oh, right. So in my culture, we have okay, let's call it a holiday, but it like lasts the whole week when we say goodbye to winter and greet spring. And during this week, every day we have to make crepes. Yeah, we have to make crepes. And every day we have to make like crepes with different filling. So, and there is even like there are poems that are devoted to these crepes, but I don't remember them personally. I always drink coffee in the morning. Yeah, in the morning. Yeah. Same here. Same here. But about a week ago, I didn't have any. I have a. I think it's a coffee machine, but it's. I have a capsule coffee machine. So I ran out of my capsules and I didn't have time to go to the market to buy them. So I started my day with tea And it felt pretty much the same to me. So I'm not big on coffee, but I love tea. Yeah. Okay. So the next pair of words is shadow and shade. Shadow and shade. Let's read the dialogue with these words. Let's sit under that tree. I need some shade. The sun is brutal. Good idea. Look at this shadow it's making on the grass. It looks like a giant umbrella. Yeah, cool shape. But I care more about staying cool. So you want the shade, not the shadow. Exactly. The shade gives you a break from the heat. Okay. All right, there's caffeine in tea too. True. True. So maybe I should stop drinking so much tea because I drink it non-stop. Yeah. Okay, so why does Chris want to sit under the tree? Why does Chris want to sit under the tree? Why does Chris want to sit under the tree? Oh, Dimitri. Hello, I have one dream. Okay. So, why does Chris want to sit under the tree? What does he want? Why does he need it? What is there under the tree that attracts him so much? He wants some shade because of the sun. Yes. He needs shade. What does Nina say about the shadow? What does Nina say about the shadow? What does she say? What does Nina say about the shadow? Let's find out. If there is anything specific, if there's anything specific about Nina talking about the shadow, what is there? I want to speak English well and become a tourist guide. That's a great aim, by the way. Yeah, that's a good aim. So, what does Nina say about the shadow? It is... Yes, she compares the shadow with an umbrella. Okay, good. And the last question here. What's the practical difference between shade and shadow in this example? What's the practical difference between shade and shadow in this example? What's the practical difference between them? What's the practical difference between these two words? Oh, by the way, coming back to the previous comment, I want to speak English well. Today I shot 2 lessons for people who are afraid to speak English in public to other people, and about motivation. So many people lose motivation while while learning English, not speaking, but while learning English. So I created a video for people who are losing their motivation, hoping to help. And then one podcast about that's for the second part, become a tourist guide. Yeah, so I, right before the live stream, I had finished the recording of my live stream of my podcast about the time when we traveled to Italy and I got sick there. Yeah, all my podcasts are going to be about my personal experiences. um, okay. So, what is the practical difference between shade and shadow in in this example? Well, I think I will help you with this one because shade is a cool, darker area where sunlight is blocked, and it's often a place. So, shade brings coolest air. Shadow is just the form of an object. Yes, yes. Sorry, Sylvain. I, I didn't know if you were going to reply. So, good one, good one. Yes, shade is a cool, darker area where sunlight is blocked. So, the main point about shade is that you can cool down there a little bit. But shadow is a dark shape created when an object blocks light. And it's often a thing. Yeah, it's often a thing. So, for example, when I walk with my dogs and they block the sun, yeah, I can see their shadow. But like if I stand in their shadow, it wouldn't be a shade, yeah? Yeah, so a shade is a cool, darker area. Well then, let's complete the task. The cat chased its own what? Its own shade or its own shadow? What did a cat chase? Shade or shadow? What is the correct answer here? Okay, waiting for your answers. I just understand how these two can be confusing. But we have to know the difference. We have to learn the difference. The cat chased its own shade, but shade is a cool, darker area where sunlight is blocked, and it's often a place. A place, right? Cat is not a place. So the cat chased its own shadow. Its own shadow. All right, now it's time for a quiz time. You are going to read sentences and you will have to choose the correct answer. So, the first one. We relaxed in the beep of the big umbrella. We relaxed in the big of the big umbrella. Do we need a shadow or a shade? This one can be tricky. This one can be tricky. You relaxed in the beep of the big umbrella. Big. Giving you some hints. Big umbrella. Yes. Shade. In the shade of the big umbrella. That's right. Perfect. Next one. The surgeon prepared all his medical beep before the operation. The surgeon prepared all his medical beep before the operation. Do we need equipment or tool here? What do we need? Equipment or tool? Your thoughts? 5, 4, 3, 2, and these are drums. And we need... Maybe I need to count slower. Yeah. And we need equipment or tool. All his medical... What? Okay, once again, count down. 5, Yay! Yes, that's right. The surgeon prepared all his medical equipment before the operation. Before the operation. Yeah. And next one, number 3. Brushing your teeth every morning is a healthy custom or habit. What do we need here? Custom or habit? What are your thoughts? What do we need? Custom or habit? Yeah. And we need waiting for you. Yes, we need habit. Brushing your teeth every morning is a healthy habit. Good job. Good job. Well done. Okay, the next one. The gym has a lot of fitness something equipment or tools. I needed to put in plural, I guess. But okay. The gym has a lot of fitness what? Fitness what? By the way, I've been to a gym 2 months ago and I understood that it's not for me at all. This is funny because 10 years ago I would go to my local gym like 4, 5, 6 times a week. I would work out a lot. Not now. So much has changed. So, but here we need the gym has a lot of fitness. What? Boom, boom, boom. And we need. If you hear some noises, this is my dog. She's like dreaming about something. Yeah. So, equipment, tool. And we need, I think I'm going to help you with that. We need equipment. Oh. Yeah, we need equipment. Sorry, I just understood that you actually didn't see the next question. Of course, of course. The gym has a lot of fitness equipment, like in French, because this word is taken from French. So, yeah, gym has a lot of fitness equipment. And the last one, it's a something to bow when greeting someone in Japan. It's a custom to bow when greeting someone in Japan, or it's a habit to bow when greeting someone in Japan. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Is it a custom or a habit? Let me know. Waiting for your answers. I don't know. You know, when I worked in Vietnam, and every time I would enter the classroom, we had assistants, and assistants would be Vietnamese, and they would also like say hi and bow a little bit. I really felt so bad. Like I understood that is also probably the part of the culture, the part of their culture, but I because before I would see people bow only, you know, to royalties. Yeah. Same in Vietnam, also very, very polite people. So it's a custom, yes, it's a custom to bow when greeting someone in Japan. When greeting someone in Japan. Very well done, very well done. Good job. That is it. We actually covered 12 confusing nouns. 3 pairs are in the first lesson, 3 pairs are here. Equipment tool, story history, journey, difficult word to say, journey, and trip. Oi! Of course not. Okay. It happens sometimes. Of course, in this lesson we covered equipment and tool, custom and habit, and shadow and shade. As you can see, I started changing and I guess I got distracted. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. I hope that you had fun and also that you learned the difference between these two. So why two? These six nouns. And yeah, thank you for joining me today. I hope to see you next time on Tuesday. I hope to see you next time on Tuesday. Have a great weekend. By the way, today you can watch another useful lesson about phrasal verbs with be down. Yeah, there are like 7 phrasal verbs with be down. 3 different meanings, and then when we add prepositions, the meaning changes. Yeah, live lesson can be chaotic sometimes. For sure, for sure. Internet, devices, live happens, it's all fine. It's all fine. So this new lesson I have uploaded about 3 hours ago, so you can go and check it out. It also has a short quiz there, so you can check, you can learn something new and then check your knowledge. And on Saturday, wait for a new lesson. I haven't decided what it would be, a podcast or something about motivation or fear of speaking, but one of these lessons. So, anyways, see you as usual next Tuesday at 5 p.m. Budapest time. Have a good weekend. Thank you for joining me today. Bye bye.